Women's soccer back on Cards TV with head coach Karen Ferguson-Dayes. I'm Sean Moth. Great to see you again. Thank you for joining us. We look back at the week that was, a big rivalry matchup with Kentucky, and boy, for about 80 minutes, it was everything you could ask for. A physical battle. Certainly the tone was set early, and unfortunately come out on the losing end. There was one big momentum swing that really was the match.
Yeah, you know, I always try to go back and watch the video to detach yourself emotionally from the first game, watching it live. When I went back and watched it on video, I thought we were pretty good. I thought we were really good through the midfield, pretty good at the back, but just not good enough in the final third. I don't think we had any attacking momentum. Our tenacity wasn't there in the final third. Charlene really gave us our most effective chances in the first half when she hit the post a couple of times. And then in the second half, legitimately, Kentucky took over, and they capitalized on the chances that they had a chance to equalize, and I think that was the pivotal turning point. We didn't score the PK, and they come down within a minute and score the second one. So, you know, you learn a lot faster about who you are and what you need to work on when you lose, unfortunately. So that one, definitely, we're going to use that to help us become a better team for sure.
A lot of times we talk about the term of pushing numbers forward. It almost felt like they were willing to pull numbers back, if you will, and it was more than just that flat four, that they had a lot of their midfielders staying back. And was that something they were tactically doing?
I think that anyone tries to do that with Christine. So their back line, instead of engaging us defensively, drops off and concedes space behind us. But I think it was beyond Christine. I don't think our wide players ever penetrated. So she can deal with four players, believe it or not. She's that good. But when she's doing it alone, we need to get the other wide players to help to get in there and support the attack, and that did not happen. So we expect that that's what a lot of teams will do to us, so we'll get better at it. And it was a good first game for us to see that, and we'll absolutely work on it and be better because of it.
And I think the great crowd that was there at Cardinal Park, a new record, had an opportunity to see a lot of good performances by your players. Charlene, I think, kind of showed the fans what they can look forward to seeing, because she was fantastic.
Yeah, she's special. She's at a different level. A lot of our attacking chances came from her or through her. It's just kind of ironic that she was also the one that missed the penalty kick. I chose her because I think she's probably doesn't understand the rivalry and is unnerved in those big game situations. And in fairness to her, she just hit it poorly. She knows it. She apologized for it, believe it or not, and she'll never make that mistake again.
We're talking about the youngest player ever to score in a World Cup at the age of 14. That was at the U20 World Cup, and she's played in the actual World Cup, the FIFA World Cup. It can easily turn into 2 losses. We talk about that on broadcast. We talk about it on coaches' shows. When you lose an emotional game or match, you can turn it into 2 losses, and you and your staff did a great job of making sure that didn't happen by coming back with a big win Sunday.
Yeah, no question. I think wasn't particularly happy with the way we played in the first half. Had a nice, calm, personal chat with them at halftime, and to their credit, they turned it around. So you know, really, just the effort and energy just wasn't good enough. All tactics aside, all talent aside, the effort and energy just wasn't good enough. And you can't let an emotional match on Friday, drain you for a Sunday's game, because Toledo was the most important game we had on the schedule. So again, I credit the players for the second half. We turned it around and we did what we needed to do.
For the nationally ranked Cards, just the one blemish on the record. Who stood out for you?
Well, Angelica. She's you know, she's a kid who I absolutely love, and in some moments I want to strangle her. You know, so she scores a brilliant second goal, the header, and then I don't know. I think the second goal she has, our third goal, was even better than the second one. So she hits a laser volley from the far right corner, goes in the side netting. So she's a player that we have to keep on the field because of her presence in the air, her ability to throw the ball, and then her ability to score goals like that. So she's really been awesome for us in the final third and scoring goals specifically.
I think she's up to 6 now, which is more than she's ever scored in a single season. We're just into this year, 6 matches in. Is there something different about what she's done to prepare over the summer, or is it just the maturation of a player that's good to start, just getting better?
Yeah, Ange trains every day like a champion. She's a warrior. She doesn't take 1 second off in practice, and it's paying dividends for her. So she has no regrets about anything she does. Maybe sometimes her work could be smarter,
Sure.
but that's why I love her, because
Yeah.
I could never fault the effort and energy, the enthusiasm. She's infectious with the way she plays the game. So she deserves the 6 goals for sure. And she's really helping us right now, because you would think that maybe Exeter or Charlene or some other names would have some goals, but their time will come. So if we can kind of put all of this together as we head into the Big East, I feel very good about where we're at.
No question. As we look ahead, it's a challenging weekend. I know the Big East is always tough, but you guys go on the road to play at Notre Dame on ESPNU on Friday. You turn around and play in one of the more difficult spots to play at DePaul on Sunday. So this will be a very good test to kind of see where you guys are at.
Yeah, you know, I'll be honest with you. I love playing at home in front of 3,000 people. The Cardinal faithful are awesome, but we're road warriors.
Yeah.
So I like to get in the bus and get them on the road, and there's less distractions.
Yep.
We love that their families come on the road with them, but I can control their time with their families a little bit more when we're on the road. So we're excited. You know, this is a very, very good Notre Dame team. I don't think they have the results that are indicative of how good they really are, but we don't look at results. We look at when the whistle blows, the 90 minutes or 110 minutes it's going to take for both teams to perform, and they're going to get 2 of their better players back here from the Youth World Cup that the U.S. just won.
Yep.
So they'll be ready to play. First Big East match, everybody's ready to play.
No question, and they'll have a little extra incentive because the Cards, of course, shattered like 14 different winning streaks by beating Notre Dame in South Bend last year, and I know you'll have some targets on the back, but it should be fun.
Yeah, no question. Certainly that was last year. We don't even worry about that. We're a new team, and we're ready and we're focused for Friday night.
Best of luck. Safe travel.
Thanks, Sean.
For Ferguson-Dayes, I'm Sean Moth. Thanks for joining us. Look forward to talking to you next week right here on CardsTV.